Welcome back to the ONJ YouTube channel. Once again, here we're just gonna have just discuss some of the trades that's happened within the recent weeks and just give some insight. What we got first?
First is a trade that never happened. The first is the trade that never happened. The trade that
Oh,
delayed every other the trade that paused the NBA. It made everybody stand still, not make any moves. We were talking about the non-existent Kevin Durant trade. Never
no,
happened.
I'll wait till we talk about the Lakers trade because I'm gonna piggyback to this. Um,
Okay.
I think there was no point in him leaving. Uh, the asking price for him was insane. Not to the point of he's not worthy of it, you know what I mean, like player wise, but like to the point where a team will have to give up their whole franchise just for him, you know what I mean? Or dang near their whole franchise for him. Which doesn't make sense if I'm a GM. Uh Also, just let's see. I mean, they can potentially be an exciting duo. In Kyrie and KD. Uh, I would say like even in OKC, like KD and Russ, they were great, but I mean Russ isn't Kyrie, and Kyrie's not Russ. But like in regards to, Kyrie's ability to just get a bucket whenever you want and have that ability to do that, um, I think it will be tremendous. And two elite bucket getters, I would say, in the league, and two of the best scorers in the league. I wouldn't mind seeing them a full season. Knock on wood, hopefully. And see what they can do.
A full season with all of them and actually
Oh,
involved and wanting to play the game.
right.
Um, Crazy how this idea of KD getting traded put a stop to everything, and then they just decided not to happen. I wonder what happened in that meeting because KD made the trade request two times. The first time, no regular request. Second time, I think he said pick me or pick the coach and the GM.
Right.
And now I wonder what changed. That now KD was like, what happened in that meeting that KD is now deciding, okay, I see the vision, I'll stay. Like I'm really interested to see what made him switch.
To be honest, if I'm just guessing off the top of my head, I mean, he probably just knew that either he knew or like the team knew that nobody's giving up what they have, all they have for you. And I mean, I think it was probably like just, hey, it's probably the best decision for me to just, you know, try to work it out here and see what we can do. I mean, it's not like team is like terrible, you know what I mean? You got a very elite point guard. You have one of the best defenders in the league, in Ben Simmons. Um, when healthy. But and
When he
hey,
wants to play.
when he wants, could this mean that Ben Simmons is healthy? Like, you know what I mean? I mean him staying. You know, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
Ben Simmons was definitely the deciding factor.
I don't. Wait, I can't. Dang, I can't tell if you're being
I'm joking.
sarcastic.
I'm joking, bro. I was not serious.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. But I mean, you know, it's not like they're terrible. They're a terrible team. So I think, hey, why not see what can happen? You know what I mean? Could he lead a team? Now this could he lead a team statistically and leadership wise to a championship? This could be the test. This could be the true test right here. I don't even think it has to be a championship. To be honest, I'd be impressed with like conference
No,
finals. Really.
it needs to be a championship. It needs to be a championship.
I,
It needs to be a
I,
championship.
I ain't
If
gonna
the
lie.
war,
All
if
right,
he left the Warriors and the Warriors got another chip without him, bro, he has something to prove now. He has to win another championship, bro.
all right,
He
back.
has to. They do need a backup center though. I will say that. That's the missing piece of that roster. They have no backup center right now.
They don't have nobody for Claxton.
Nope.
They don't.
Nope.
Yep. Yeah, that front court depth is gonna be interesting because they're probably gonna lose Blake too. Um,
I don't think they even want Blake, but
yeah. I mean, Blake, he can give you a good 10, 15 minutes. Just to give some players some rest. You know what I mean? So I think that's probably gonna be out of there. I don't know. It's gonna be
Dwight
tough.
Howard.
Hey,
I say every time a team needs a center, Dwight Howard.
hey.
Dwight
I mean,
Howard's a
he
good
stays
backup.
ready,
Yeah,
huh?
he's a good backup.
Yeah, I mean, he stays ready, and he was just on TikTok live, just shooting threes, just nothing but threes. You know what I mean? So he's in the gym. You know what I mean? And he's waiting. I don't know if he's waiting. I'm sure he's probably had offers already, but I mean, if I'm the Nets, why not give it a chance?
Exactly.
At minimum, if it don't work, cut him. Literally,
How many hugs do you think KD is getting this season?
you need hugs,
Yes.
hugs. I'm trying to think. What's your angle for asking that question?
Okay, you want me to explain my angle?
Explain it.
You know how Kevin Durant saved Steve Nash's coaching career, so then Steve Nash went
Oh,
up to him and hugged him. So how many of those
here we
hugs do you
go.
think he's gonna get this season?
This man. How many of those? All right. I'll say A2.
82?
A2. A2.
Is that including playoffs?
I thought you said the season. Well, yeah, you're right. Playoffs is okay. A2.
This man's calculating the
A2.
playoffs.
A2. Okay, now are we doing 8 games? Or am I adding 8 games to that or 12 games to that? Shoot, maybe even 4 games to that. Shoot. Uh, 82 plus. I would say 90. A minimum of 90.
Minimum 90 hugs, bro.
Minimum of 90.
That was the deciding factor why he decided to stay.
Let's see. But Steve Nash was like, "Come on, bring it in, bring it in, bring
Bring
it
it
in.
in, bro.
Come
Bring
on,
it in.
bring it in."
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Bro.
I know you didn't mean that. That stuff she said. I know you didn't mean it. It's all right. Oh man, but it's gonna be interesting though. I'm glad he stayed. Uh, get to see, get to see. Man, get to see him as a leader, and like you said, see if he could forget conference finals. Chance, see if he could lead a team
Exactly.
to a championship.
A championship
We
from
shall
two to
see.
three. From two to three.
Facts. We'll see.
Next one. We have a very
Mm,
interesting out of left field trade.
all
Um,
caps.
all caps.
All caps.
The Lakers made a trade. Once they figured out they couldn't get Kyrie, they decided to make a trade. So they couldn't get Kyrie as their point guard. So then they decided, you know what? Let's go get Pat Bev, bro. And who did they trade? The untouchable THT and Stanley Johnson.
You had to throw in the untouchable, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man. I would say it's very interesting. That locker room is very gonna be interesting. Judging the history with Russell Westbrook and Pat Bev and the injury history between the two, and I don't mean like them getting injured in games. I mean them injuring each other. Uh, that's gonna be. I mean, I'm sure that's water under the bridge by now. That was years ago. But I mean, hey, you did try to end my career. I mean, I ain't even gonna put that narrative out there. But like, you injured me, I injured you, so that could be tough. But I'm sure those practice if Russ stays on the team, I'm sure those practices are gonna be interesting. Uh, very very much interesting. He did say. Now, what was interesting was to your point about KD and the league being on pause to see to see if he gets traded. That I was gonna hold it because like Pat Bev had said like right after KD came out with that news, like Pat Bev was like, "Yo, that's messed up." Like that, you messing with people's jobs and stuff because teams are trying to figure out where you're gonna go, and you're prolonging it for no reason. And then right after KD pretty much says he's staying, then Pat Bev gets traded. So I mean, there may have been some truth to that. Who knows? But I think Pat Bev said I mean, you've said on multiple. It's interesting because I don't know. Do you remember the clip? It was a clip like he was basically explaining what the Lakers need, like at point guard, like in regards to. So he's basically talking about like how they don't have nobody to um, set up the offense, or they don't have nobody like to, if Braun is hot or something, and Braun needs the ball, they don't have nobody to set the offense up to where Braun can get the ball to get Braun the ball and be successful. So I'm guess he's saying like he could be that kind of true point guard, I guess, that they've been missing, and I guess maybe lead them to lead them to the ship. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. But I think this trade will definitely make the Lakers much watch TV for sure.
So what you're saying is he's already
Yeah,
throwing shots at Westbrook. That's all I'm hearing.
basically. I mean, he did this on ESPN too. I'm not sure if the clip was before the trade. I'm sure the clip was probably before the trade. Yeah. So yeah, the clip was before the trade too. So he probably was. Right, yeah, pretty much. He pretty much was. Yeah, I guess if you think about it that way.
That's gonna be an interesting dynamic.
He made
That's gonna be an interesting dynamic.
it's interesting though, because like who starts? You know what I mean? I guess
The
you
guy
would
who I'm
start.
the guy who I'm paying like 45, 49 million dollars a year.
Yeah, sure. Because it's interesting, because like Westbrook, like he's the better player, of course, but then like Pat Bev is probably more of a actual like more of a true point guard. You know what I mean? So and I don't really think like Pat Bev turns the ball over as much as Westbrook. So like yes, West is the better player, but then it's like maybe for the team chemistry wise, maybe Pat Bev might be the better move.
Do you think
Mhm.
Westbrook will get traded? Because on the Twitter replies, OIC's Laker fans talking about they're gonna trade Westbrook for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner.
I already told. I think yeah, I kind of already told you my reasoning. I don't want that specific trade because
But just like in general, do you think he's getting traded? Since they got Pat Bev, so they got another point guard.
it's like. But then the thing is like I don't know where else he would go. You know what I mean? Because
So
I mean
no.
The Pacers would be, huh? What is
So
that?
no. So no. You don't see it.
I
Or
don't
at
know where
least
else he would go.
you don't see a clear path to him being traded.
Okay, that's better. I like that question. Yeah, to that I can answer yes.
Yes. Okay.
Um, but I mean, it's gonna be. 'Cause I don't see no other team. Like, yes, Washington needs a point guard. But I'm trying to figure out who Washington like cap wise, like salary wise. I'm trying to figure out who they would be able to give up. Like Buddy Hill, is 20 mil. Turner's like close to 20 mil. So that'll be cool. But like I don't know who Washington has to give up for Westbrook. And they just got Monty Morris too. Who's not Westbrook, but I mean he's a floor general. You know what I mean? He could set up your offense and stuff. So I don't think you necessarily need to give up a lot for Westbrook. But then the Pacers, like you said, that trade would be the perfect trade. But I just don't want to see Halliburton have to go back to the two guard. That's just my fear. Like you know what I mean?
I,
And I've never really been a fan of 2 point guard lineups anyway.
every time you say that, I will always go back to the point that OKC had a 3 point guard lineup, but that's besides the point.
Oh my god. No, no.
Anyway, anyway,
I ain't gonna lie. Shay can play. He's a combo. He can play both. But like the thing about Shay
both
though is like
say all three at this point because y'all were playing three
but
point guards, bro.
yeah. But the thing about Shay though is like Shay can play two guard. Do I think he's best at that? No, I don't. But he can play that position. Like Halliburton and Fox, like that's just two playmakers. Like it's not gonna work. You know what I mean?
Either way, the Lakers have to figure out a trade for Westbrook because that roster looks awful. That's an awful roster right now, bro. They have nobody on that roster. It looks terrible.
I mean, the trade you just said too. That would literally
It's
solve some
it's literally
problems.
that's too good of a trade for it to be true, you know.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause, I mean, hey, what if the Pacers add somebody else, like maybe like a young star, maybe O'Shea Brissett or something? With that? Like O'Shea Brissett, he's a high flyer. You know what I mean? Like he's solid. No,
What are you
so
talking about? Add him to what?
oh to the Westbrook trade.
So they will get Buddy Hield, Turner, and O'Shea?
Yeah.
Bro, I literally just said Buddy Hield and Turner was too good of a deal for Westbrook, and you just added another player?
Wait, is it? Is it really?
Bro, honestly,
Hold on. Hold on.
honestly, fit
Uh huh.
fit wise, I'm not trading Buddy Hield and Turner for Westbrook when I have Halliburton.
Oh, for sure.
It's
But
the deal the Lakers want, but it's not the deal they're
right,
gonna get.
right. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know any other teams that need starting point guards. I can't really think like off the like besides Washington, of course, but I can't really think of nobody else. And I don't think he's. I don't know. And like, I'm, maybe, hopefully, in life, I'm gonna just put in the atmosphere. I get to ask Russ this question: like, would you ever come off the bench? Like, you know what I mean? Because maybe a team could gamble on him if he can come off the bench. You know what I mean? Like if they have a starter and he can like come off the bench, but other than that, I mean, okay, now who would be a team that would be like crazy? Like you'll be surprised, like one like actually pulled the plug on not pulled the plug, but like actually like traded for Westbrook. Like who?
Outside of the Pacers.
Of course, yeah. Like you just like what? Like you open your Twitter and you like what?
I'm trying to think because I
Have
feel
a
like it
team,
literally it's every team at this point. I'm gonna be honest. If any team traded for Westbrook, I'm gonna be
one
surprised.
team that just came up on my mind just because the current point guard situation is like kind of iffy is I mean, I think he's gonna be healthy next he's gonna be healthy next year. Judging by his off season, working out and still hooping and stuff. I would say the Nuggets would be crazy. just cause I like just cause Jamal Murray is like
Bro, the
I
Nuggets
don't
don't have money for that, bro.
they don't.
They paid back problems Michael Porter like a whole entire max. They
I
don't
said
got the money.
that problem Michael Porter is crazy. It's crazy. I seen him in the gym too. He was at the University of Missouri. He was getting some workouts in too, so I guess he'll be back too. So we'll see. But so you said any team would be surprised to you to
Yes,
trade for Westbrook.
yes.
It's crazy. It's
Any
gonna be
team.
interesting. That locker room is gonna be it's gonna be real active.
He
I
should
would
go
say.
back to OKC. How would you feel?
You don't I mean, I don't think he fits our timeline, really.
Just a one season farewell.
What do we look like? The Wizards, bro? Hey, no. The heck? For what? That was just like, yo, players need game. Players need game experience, bro, and he's just gonna get in the way of that, bro. Like Giddy needs more experience. Like his turnovers in the summer league was way too high, bro. He needs to play that out, play out of that.
The Rockets. Throw him to the Rockets.
I mean, if KPJ would be six man, hey, why not? Is he coming? Or if Westbrook is cool with coming off the bench?
That reminds me what Melo. Remember that Melo interview? Melo, are you coming off the bench?
What did he say though? Because I don't know. We might be talking about two different ones.
What?
What did he say in your interview? Because I'm thinking about another interview.
I'm thinking of the one where it was like, would you be coming off the bench? And I think it was like, hey P, they want me to come off the bench.
I've never seen. I gotta look that up now.
I think
I got
I think it was such a long interview, but I think it was
no.
something
I gotta
around
watch that
those.
because I remember he's the interviewer had asked him about that. I think he was doing a podcast or something, and then the interviewer asked him, and he said he wasn't even aware that they wanted him to come off the bench. So,
See, mine's was like an actual podium, like NBA type thing.
oh,
Like he was on the podium. I think he just signed with a team. And the
okay.
reporter was like, "So now that you signed, are you coming off the bench? Or do you think you're
He was
starting?" And
feeling
then
it.
and then he
He
was
was
like, "Hey
feeling it.
P, they want me off the bench."
Nah, that would be crazy. He's still unsigned too. Shoot, I wonder where he's gonna go. That'd be interesting too.
He'd be good for a lot of teams.
Thanks. But I mean, if West comes off the bench, because I think they're trying to really try KPJ at the point guard position. I mean, hey, why not make the trade? But I mean, it's that like it's getting so close to training camp, and teams are trying to figure out like what they have. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be tough to like get especially a blockbuster trade like that. It's gonna be
The
tough to get
the
it off.
only team that will trade for Westbrook is a team that's tanking. Like that's at the bottom, and they'll either keep him there for the season or they'll buy him out. That's
Maybe
the
Spurs.
that's the only logical thing I could think of. Spurs was probably the team I was thinking of, but they'll buy him out immediately because there's no way
Yeah,
Popovich is gonna try to coach Westbrook.
I think he shot it, and I think they're trying to like build off of Trey Jones too. So,
Yeah, but at the same
um,
time, I don't think the Spurs will ever make a trade with the Lakers. So
man, you think it's that deep?
Popovich is not like the Lakers, bro. Kawhi
Hey,
said he wanted to be a Laker, so they sent him to a different
I
country,
sent to
bro.
the clip.
Come on. He was like,
That
I want to
is
be a Laker, and he was like, bet we're sending you to Canada.
that is super petty. That is super duper petty. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see if all that stuff Pat Bev was talking, within his ESPN interview about everything that the Lakers was missing, and he said he could provide. We'll see if he actually provides that this season. That's going to be something to watch. They're definitely going to be a team to watch. It's going to be interesting. Who's your what if goat?
What do you mean, what if go?
Who's your what if goat? If that person didn't catch this charge, if he didn't get injured, if he didn't get injured, if he didn't, do something with a 13-year-old, you would say his name on the podcast. Like, if who? Who's your what if goat?
I'm gonna ignore half those stuff you just said. Um, anytime people ask me this question, the automatically first name that always comes to my head that's Derrick Rose. Youngest MVP. So technically, he never actually hit his prime, and then he got injured.
Mine's, I would say, I don't know. It's a few. Let's say maybe Gilbert Arenas if he didn't get like hurt, and bring a gun to a locker room. But I say, I mean, his skill set was crazy. I mean, he was kind of like Steph Curry before like Steph Curry. You know what I
He
mean?
was he was never afraid to shoot
And
his shot.
it's what he was what
He was never afraid to shoot his shot.
another guy is never afraid to shoot a shot. You know, make sure safety's on. All right. God, I'd say, yeah, I think Richard Jefferson has said it. He said it like multiple times. He was basically, you know, John Wall, um, John Wall speed with like the Dame Lillard, range or jump shot. So that's crazy combination. And I think like even in today's league, like he would go crazy. I mean, just his I mean, look at Dame Lillard, you know what I mean? So I think and they have like similar skill sets, you know what I mean? So I think him, he will go crazy in today's league. Really. It'd be good. It's tough
Interesting. Interesting.
for sure. But I think that's all. Is that all the trades?
Yeah,
I think we touched on everything.
for now. Hopefully
Ooh,
we'll get
wait.
more soon. Wait, huh?
We gotta touch on are we gonna do LeBron's extension? How you feel about it? Wait. Yeah.
LeBron got extended. I ain't much I gotta say about LeBron. Like he got extended, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to say about LeBron
It's great. We was talking about that last episode. You know what I mean? Episode 44, to be exact. You know, go check it out.
right
Uh,
now. Right now, we
we
should
was
just
talking
end the
about that.
video. We should just end the video and force him to go watch the episode at this point.
Literally, literally. No, let's do that. Come on.
Let's do it. Go watch the episode right now. Link is in the bio.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This has been the ONJ off season trade special. You know, off. God dang it, off season.
Off
You know what
season.
I
I
mean?
like that. I
You know
like
what I
that.
mean?
Look
You know
at
what I
that.
mean? You know
Look
what I
at
mean?
that.
Off season. You know what I mean? So we appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget like, comment, subscribe. Um, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. We're gonna this off season. We're gonna get real active. You know, TikTok, um, everything. You know, follow our social medias on J Podcast, on Twitter.
We're doing weekly verses on TikTok. So
Nice.
make sure you stay tuned to those. They're
So,
always fun to make. See who
so
we decide to pick.
we
We're
might
always
have to
throwing
record.
curveballs in there.
I have to record one right now. Shoot, forget it. You know what I mean?
But
And appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out.